How do we reliably define baseball plate appearance components? Imagine watching a game and wondering exactly what counts as a plate appearance. It might seem simple, but there's more to it than just swinging the bat. Every time a batter steps up, they're involved in a specific part of the game called a plate appearance. But what exactly makes up that plate appearance? That's what we're here to explain. A plate appearance is recorded every time a batter completes a turn at bat. It ends when the batter is either put out or becomes a runner. This means every possible outcome that finishes a batter's turn is included. For example, if the batter hits a single or a home run, that counts as a plate appearance. If they walk or are hit by a pitch, that also counts. Even if they strike out or reach base because of catcher's interference, it's still a plate appearance. It's important to note that not all of these outcomes are called at-bats. At-bats exclude certain events like walks, hit by pitches, sacrifices, and interference. So, a player's total plate appearances will always be equal to or more than their at-bats. This difference helps us understand how often a player gets a chance to contribute offensively. The official rules of baseball define a plate appearance as ending when the batter is either put out or becomes a runner. This covers all the outcomes I mentioned, making it a very comprehensive way to track a player's offensive involvement. Because of this, plate appearances are a key part of many foundational batting metrics. Metrics like on-base percentage, which shows how often a player reaches base, use plate appearances as the denominator. If a player has a high on-base percentage, it means they reach base often per plate appearance. Slugging percentage looks at total bases gained per at-bat, but it's often analyzed alongside plate appearances to get a full picture of offensive contribution. Run production average measures how many runs a player helps generate per plate appearance, considering different offensive events. Throughout baseball history, plate appearances have been a consistent way to compare players. Since they include every completed batting turn, regardless of era or style of play, they give us a fair way to evaluate offensive opportunities and results over time. In practical terms, scorers use plate appearances to verify game statistics. They check that the total plate appearances match the sum of runs scored, outs made, and runners left on base. This helps ensure the accuracy of the game's box score. To sum up, the components of a plate appearance are reliably defined by including every outcome that ends a batter's turn: outs, hits, walks, sacrifices, or any event that concludes their turn at the plate. This makes plate appearances a fundamental and dependable statistic for understanding a player's offensive role, both in the past and today.